Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister and the Lost Valley. We are here outside what is purported to be a strange house. Now, we're in a swamp, and anyone that's played Baldur's Gate 3 for any amount of time will know that if you find a strange house in a swamp, that means one thing, and one thing only. We could expect to find a hag around these parts. Now, I'm seeing all these wisps of magical energy, but they don't seem to be traps or threats of any kind, just the mystic goings-on of a strange swamp, as you do. The question is there going to be any kind of bargaining here? Or is it simply, go away or I'll murder you? So, before we step any further, let's cast guidance. Let's not cast guidance because we're still concentrating on our spirit guardians. But let's see what happens here as we touch this clearly magically protected home.
No one here. This is magically sealed.
The Witch Hunt. New quest started. You found a strange hut in the middle of a swamp, but it is magically closed. Maybe you should backtrack to the crossroads with torches. I mean, seems like a pretty direct statement of maybe. But where we are right now doesn't seem to be any other places to go in this area. No containers, no other directions to travel, so we will head back across the bridge. That torch just lit. That did as well. There goes that one. And that one. And there's two here. I can only imagine this is going to end terrifyingly. Alright, there's 4 torches on that platform there. But there's also torches all around now. They are all lit. Oh god. Wow, okay. Something's happening. We have many skeletons, a knight, an unknown type of skeleton, and this clay golem that looks like the biggest problem here, doesn't it? What I would like to do is kind of focus down all the skeletons. But I fear we're not going to have the luxury. What I will do, though, is push over to here and use power of weight of justice, and we'll see if we can stop this golem in its tracks for a moment. You cannot reach the target. Why not? Is there an extra tile in the way of us here? Right, in that case, what are we going to do? We're going to stand here and we're going to ready a melee attack, I guess. Oh, they're hasted. That's good. It has its own haste power. We miss on a 15. They have a plus 11 to hit, and they're going to attack at least twice, I assume. I guess the first action was casting the haste condition on itself. Then it gained an action that then used to slam. Bjorn is going to borrow some luck. And Unsen is up. God, how much is this thing going to have for HP? I guess we're here now, right? Alright, so that was 18. Probably around 200 HP, 240 maybe. Quite a lot, I imagine. Unstone was under the slow condition. I hadn't even noticed. I'm not even sure who might be causing that. We have no third level spell slots. Shatter is not going to get two folks here at all. We are still hidden, so our first attack will have advantage. Is there any particular extra spell I want to focus on? Not really. So let's take a Scorching Ray. And do we know how much health the archers have? 26. We'll focus down on one of those. There's an archer hitting for a 16. We take 4 damage. Now we have Bjorn. Bjorn still has the Spirit Guardians up. Do we know for how much longer? At least 1 more minute, which seems incredibly important. So I do rather want that guy to be in the range of that spell. And then I think a spiritual weapon. Over here. I'm hoping that we'll be able to take out some of the riffraff with that, as long as we have a line of sight. That's an excellent start. Right, we still have a main action here. Let's attack with the crossbow. Sure. Clay Golem is immune to psychic, is now blinded, and is immune to piercing damage. Well, that's a lot of really important information. But the key part of that is they are now blinded, so they'll have disadvantage on all of their attacks until they make a save. The other skeletons trying to pick us off around and about. Jaina does not have mage armor up at the moment, which is troublesome. Right, we're back up to Gulruk. We now have advantage on all of our attacks against a blinded creature. So we're obviously going to take as much advantage of that as possible. The first one is a miss. Second one hits. Let's smite. They succeed on the weight of justice check, unfortunately. Clay Golem takes 14 radiant damage. Misses on a slam. Misses on another slam. Thank goodness for the disadvantage. That one's going to hit, though. 3 attacks is rough. Right, we have advantage here, so we're going to get a sneak attack regardless. There's another 20 damage. Puts them about a quarter down, if that. Jaina has company. I wonder if just right now, mage armor for Jaina is the most important thing. Oh, our AC is lower because of the slowed condition as well, so we might not even cast this spell. Speed is halved. Max 1 action or bonus action, no reaction. Max 1 attack per turn spellcasting can fail. We failed to cast mage armor on ourselves. Well, that's a bad time. Bjorn. Spiritual weapon. Can take a swing there. Shame about the miss. Now, we are not going to have the thing that we get. Well, not. What's it called? Divine intervention or something, where we get to tell all the undead to piss off. We currently do not have that because we used our strange strike against the clay golem instead. So, we are going to cast spell, inflict wounds at 3rd level with advantage. 32 damage is solid. Would have loved a crit, but you can't always get it. More archers, being a pain in the neck. Yeah, Jane is having a bad day. A multiple attacks bad kind of day. Jaina is dying. Right. Let's get a branding smite going. We'll try and crit fish for the last one that we have. Right, the clay golem is half down. It sustained 7 radiant damage in our stuff. We need to get to healing, folks, but that's going to be tough. .24 damage is excellent. Jaina is probably going to get wrecked. Oh god. Okay. That's an even badder time. There is no way Golric doesn't just get killed. Oh man. There's no way he doesn't just get killed if that clay golem takes another turn. And foolishly, I just used my bonus action, so we're going to have to take the attack of opportunity here. Evade? Why does Bjorn get evade? That doesn't seem right. There's a 2nd level cure wounds for Golric. And there's so much health on these skeleton archers and co. Jaina is dead now. Golric is probably gonna die. This golem is no longer blinded, it's only branded. We need the golem to die. That's not going to do it. There's another 23 damage. It's getting there, it's just getting there way too slowly. Haste itself did take 19 radiant damage, but Golric is now down. Even if we get through this golem, I don't see us getting through all of these skeletons very efficiently. And I don't know if we can restore 2 folks at the moment. Right. Bonus action. Healing word for Golric. They have 1 HP. Max hit points are reduced until a long rest is completed. Well, that's a problem. Alright, get your shield out and just smack the one that's nearest you. And that one seems appropriate. Half that damage. I probably should have saved it for the golem's turn, to be honest. But we will get a turn. No, we won't. We're in the wrong turn order for that. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. Whose enemy turn is it? Goldrick is now dead. Okay. Well, I know we have a bunch of diamonds on us if we need them. That's going to be real bad. That's death. Yeah, there is no way we win this fight. With 2 dead, Unsend down to 12 HP max, and Bjorn just sitting on his lonesome. I don't know why Bjorn is disengaging either. Strange things are happening. Golrick is dead but stood upright. That's confusing. Half that crit. Oh god. Alright, cast spell. Cast spell, inflict wounds at 3rd level. I'm sorry, can we not reach? Oh, that was cure wounds. Inflict wounds at 3rd level. That's a lot of good work. There's basically no point in healing Unsen right now because they'd only got up to 12 HP max. And someone else died. Alright. Let's get a save back a moment. Alright, we're back at the house. Let's give this one more go. And if it's still going terribly when we have a relative level of preparation, we'll revert back to the save before we ever even came to the swamp, perhaps. So, what do we want to do? Probably take a short rest. We're going to lose the spell that's currently going on with our Dwarf Cleric, but we can lose the concentration on that, get back some HP, do some other bits. We're going to Arcane Recovery here. Get back a 3rd level spell slot. That's probably going to be very helpful. Get back some HP there. Get back a heap of HP here. Alright, Jane is back to full. Go on then. I'll spend a whole hit die just to get the 1 extra HP here. We don't need to change any attunements. Jaina needs to cast Mage Armor on herself. Then, are we happy with what everyone is currently equipped with? Yes. So, obviously, Bjorn does not have a shield out at the moment because we are probably going to be trying to use Guiding Bolt. I'm anticipating, if necessary, trying to pull back onto this walkway and focus them into a narrower line, but we'll see how that goes. Is there anything else we want to do before we get involved? Let's give Golrick 30 temporary HP because he was taking all of the hits in that last fight. We could get Spirit Guardians going now because it lasts 10 minutes. But if we're going to try and retreat, perhaps not. We could also get Bless going at 2nd level for the whole party. So, let's get Unsen to be the one who pushes in, since they can bonus action dash. We'll get the other 3 to about there. And there we have it. Right, we're going to have lots of archery to contend with. Golem. Do we sacrifice a shield to cast a spell? I think so. Cast a guiding bolt on that one with advantage. Alright, the damage is bad, and that is a Spectral Knight, not an archer, but you know, we do what we can. Here, we could move in to there, attack and retreat, or we could try a ranged attack, or we could apply some poison to our weapon. Now, undead probably aren't going to take too much from poison. I also don't expect a lump of clay to be too impacted by a clump of poison. So perhaps not that. We could set our strength to be 27 and have a +8 on all of our attack rolls. But, you know, too good to use symptom is a thing. Consumable apply on target item +1d8 for 3 hits. I think I'm just going to take a shot at advantage because it will have sneak attack.
Well struck.
They resist piercing. Then we will retreat backwards. Team Archer is going to push up. Block our ally, yes please. Good disadvantage there. For us up here, it becomes a question of, do we attack something? Do we try and fly out of the way? The archers would be targeting us a lot, but we would not be at threat of the clay golem. Or do we do something else? My brain just had an idea and then it completely disappeared in the same moment and I'm mad about it. What was I pondering? I was pondering casting haste on probably Gulruk. Their AC would increase by 2. So their AC would be up to like 20, thereabouts. But one fireball, especially if we can see a bunch of the archers in one spot, could be immensely valuable because we could get 3 or 4 archers nearly dead with that fireball, which would be a lot of action economy taken away from them. So right now, let's just take a fire bolt at the golem.
How tight?
3 damage off of 2d10s. I'm a little mad about it. Right. Let's push back, as was the plan. Many skeletons do many things. Chill touch. Cannot gain and has disadvantage. Oh, if undead, disadvantage. So we don't have disadvantage attacking undead. That would be wild. Good, keep missing. You're going to make the jump. God, if they could just corral themselves just a little bit more. We've been spotted. That's fine. Is there another knight? There's the one we've been attacking. There's a sorcerer. Otherwise, it's archers. I don't expect any of those to get close enough for this turn undead to matter. So, let's try and get this one to piss off. Good. That guy's going to leave us alone for a bit. Then we can also get a spiritual weapon going. And just a little bop with that would be lovely. Eight force damage is acceptable. Right, this guy's probably hasting itself again. No, it's just going on a little hike. It did not get very far. Could have incredibly low speed, perhaps. Right, we do get hit there. So, what do we want to do about our desire to have a shield, but also our desire to attack stuff? Long range attacks with those do not seem great. We could Guiding Bolt an archer. We could Guiding Bolt the golem. Guiding Bolt, Guiding Bolt. Let's go after the golem. Lovely crit. Really appreciate that. Then let's get our shield out and push ourselves back to about there, I think. Unsen could have advantage on a ranged attack right now.
Touché.
Immune to piercing, of course. Alright, let's remember that in future then. That's gonna hurt. A melee attack is not a melee attack has hit Bjorn, who can use their reaction to gain the benefits of dodging and disengaging until the end of their turn. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, okay. I should have remembered that. Dodging and disengaging until the end of their next turn. Sure. Alright, Jaina's back up. How's that fireball looking? Man, not great, right? It's just like, just quite not really big enough. Right, there's one there, one there. So that would get 3 of them. That would get 3 of them. I would love to get the golem in it. In an ideal world. Do we delay a turn, or do we just take the shot we have? We could get those 3. Archer, Archer, Sorcerer. That's Archer, Archer, Sorcerer as well. We can't get 4 of them, or we take Golem, Archer. Let's just do Golem, Archer. Of course, this guy had advantage on his dex save somehow. Clay Golem has advantage on saving throws against spells. Lovely. Alright, push back some more. We should definitely try and kill that archer, though. We save against slowed, but 2 others did not. It's going to be problematic. Alright, now I wish I had the fireball, let's be honest. Hell, they might not get even close enough for a shatter. That one's fleeing. That one we don't want to catch in the excitement. We can hit the weakened one. If we could get a kill here, I'd be super happy. I'm super happy. You love to see it. Right, and as a main action... God, I really don't like that sorcerer being over there. But right now, not too much to do about it. We hit on a 14, which is good. Push back. Okay, Golem is up. They are on the bridge. Do we think there is any realistic chance we could shove them off a bridge? Can we cure disease, neutralize poison, divine sense? So I don't think we can get rid of slow because of this. No one really needs healing. We have very limited movement speed right now. We have no spell slots. As a bonus action, you can use Channel Divinity to remove a negative conditioned, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned from an ally up to 6 away. Well, that's not going to help. So I think I'm going to stand here and take the dodge action. Did we save? We did save against slowed. Do we drink the potion of giant strength cloud and then try and shove this guy off? To be fair, it would only give us a +3 to our modifier, so it's not that different. If we were here, we are also blessed right now. So if we shove, push away that guy. Well, sometimes it's the big victories that matter, isn't it? Alright, that is like 80% of our problem dealt with. Cunning action, dash, back to here, gang up with the allies. Block our allies. Give disadvantage on their attacks. Is like the meme of the campaign gonna become shoving our foes off of stuff? Because that's certainly where we're headed, isn't it? Right, Shatter does not have good range, does it? Not good enough. That one's still turned. So, you know what? Just firebolt an archer. We failed to cast Firebolt. We are no longer slowed. Prevent an incoming attack. They are trying to attack us. We can use shield to block the attack. No. Chill touch does not bother me that much. Alright, I wish I had done that before for the whole round. Thinking about it. Got my wires crossed between words counterspell and shield. I should have realized when they offered me a first level spell slot to cast counterspell, which is not how that works. Skeletal sorcerer, huh? Alright, let's go with a little guiding bolt there then.
You have them now.
And let's just spread out a little on the off chance they try and use some big AoE stuff against us. I would like them to come up on the bridge. So if we're going to get them to do that, we're going to have to probably push back some more. Who got hurt? No one. We're still working through temporary hit points. Alright, in that case, we'll take the dodge action again. And then get everybody else to move behind. And we'll dodge here as well. Block Jaina. Good. Right, Jaina is no longer shielded. We are not slowed any longer. So let's try and get rid of this archer. Good. The spiritual weapon should be able to deal with that remainder. Did I learn counterspell and then forget to prepare counterspell? Or is it that I spent my last level 3 spell slot and now I don't have any counterspell spell slots? Perhaps. It's probably what it is. Right, can we see that weak one at the back? Did that weak one move? It did move, but we can still see it and reach it. Just a gentle boop on the nose for a skeleton. Oh, I'm sorry, skeleton, you don't have a nose. It melted off, didn't it? Sorry, pal. I didn't mean to be so insensitive. We currently have advantage against you. So I'm actually going to do a 3rd level guiding bolt. Half of that being done is a great time. We'll keep pushing back. I don't want to push back too close to the house, just in case we kill this off, go back to the house, then that becomes another encounter immediately. So, we can't quite get there to do a multi-attack. We could throw something, but I think I'm going to move up just a little, and we're going to take the dodge action again until something is close enough for us to move in and attack twice against. We do have a warhammer. Oh no, that's an axe, isn't it? Not a hammer. Hammers would be bludgeoning damage for double damage, but it is what it is.
Got ya.
9 there is not bad. They're going to return the favour. Half of that for 2. Jaina. I think we could probably go after another archer. Love it. Thunderwave is terrifying because it risks shoving us off the platform. But they have moved away out of typical Thunderwave range.
You've endured worse.
Where's our spiritual weapon? It's right there. That's a good place for it to be. We can't see that one at the back though, so we're going to have to push forward a bit. I want the spiritual weapon to take up the cleanup crew job at the back. This guy's still freaking out, unable to come and attack us. An unfortunate miss there, but we'll deal with it. We still have advantage on that guy. So, let's do the same trick twice. It's good going. Right, we are not going to have enough movement to get over here. That might be why they pushed themselves away. The knight we still have to concern ourselves with. No cunning action dash or anything for us, unfortunately. But we'll close the gap. We can tank some hits for a minute. Unsen. We'll take a... Actually, can we... We can get to there. Cunning action dash. Will get us all the way to here. How fortunate. Because with advantage, this will be a sneak attack. And the sorcerer is dead, which is probably the second biggest threat after the clay golem. Shields out, everything is fine for us. We can push back towards them a little. Let's try and pick off this archer again. Very happy with that. Last archer at the back. Half that damage. That guy is still spooked. Soon we're going to have to do something about it, but for right now, we're okay. We can attack this archer with our spiritual weapon. 7 damage is solid enough. Don't suppose we can reach a sacred flame that far. No. Crossbow will do it though. Standard nat 1 for the occasion. We're also not going to get that far over there either. So let's actually just ready a melee attack in case this guy comes out of his stupor. We can cunning action dash. Gets us to there. Can't recall if the spiritual weapon counts as an ally within range of our foe for the purposes of sneak attacking. I'm going to assume not, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. I was correct in assuming not. Right, that one's dead. It's just the knight left. So now we need to kind of plan the perfect turn. So I want to move the spiritual weapon all the way over there. Then we don't have any more movement left, but we can dash with our movement. Come over to probably about here. Now we do have a mace, which is bludgeoning damage. Round 8, we're going to push up to here. Jaina can attack at range. Unsen can probably dash that distance. And the Skeletal Knight will be up in a moment. I think this is fine. What I would like to do... They are dodging. That's a pain in the butt, isn't it? I would like to shove you to the ground. Good. Now we can take a regular attack for plus 13 with Bless. Unsen can get a cunning action dash up to here. Now we get to attack with advantage. They are technically still dodging, so this action is not at advantage, but you know, it can't all be a perfect winner. Then what are we doing here? Probably a second level magic missile, because magic missile doesn't care about the prone condition. Right, they're up. They're going to take a turn. They don't fear us and our gods any longer. Half that to a 6. No bother.
You're still in the fight, my
Tank
friend.
an 18 though. Right, the miss is a shame. Let's inflict wounds, though. Alright, 2 misses is a little sad. That's a bit more like it. Alright, now it's not funny. Good. A little tiny bit of sneak attack. We are going to apparently not give temporary HP to anyone. I thought we still had one of those left. But apparently not, so let's just go with another 2nd level darts over there. Gagging for a long rest now. Sure, one will come soon enough. Great disadvantage. Missing on an 18 always makes me happy. Spiritual weapon, do you want the final word on this one? Yeah, good work. Right, the only sad part about throwing stuff into rivers is we don't expect to get any kind of loot from particularly interesting corpses. I hope to God, if we go look at the head collector, Smart Giant's head, Giant Ape head, Dryad Queen's head. I thought I did this. I guess I must have done it and then not saved or something. But they're not looking for a clay golem head, so I can take some solace in that. Right. There was a fireplace. Oh god, what is that? A spectral avenger. There's the strange house. I want to get back to the giant tree because the giant tree had a fireplace under it. So, let's quick save. Can we get to the giant tree safely? Yes, we can. Right. Quick sleep under the giant tree. Yes, I will wait as many hours as it takes. I should probably be crafting something in this time, but I'm bad. Take our 8-hour long rest. We're fully healed. We get back half of our hit die. Let me just check our prepared spells. Counterspell is indeed prepared. Don't need to change anything else. A mysterious place. What is this? Hannah would like you to ask you something. Go find him. I'm glad the mysteries of the universe decided that that's what we wanted to do after a nice sleep. Speaking of nice sleeps, though, that is going to be where we end off for today. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.